One enormously popular way to sell something is a 3-part video series. So you have a landing page that you drive traffic to, and they sign up via email for your 3-part video series. From there, it comes down to email marketing and providing really quality information. So immediately or the next day, you send out an email to the first video in the series. You provide tons of value by making a really good video that provides a lot of information. Then the next day, you automatically send them another email that goes to the second video, and then maybe a couple of days later, you send them to the third video in the series. And then after that, you can continue to nurture them because you have their email address. And again, email marketing is so powerful because you have that constant opportunity to interact with your audience. So let me show you an example of how to actually set this up. So I use Clickfunnels currently. Clickfunnels is my absolute favorite online marketing tool at the moment because it makes things so easy. As you can see here, I just started this one, and I'm even split testing. Split testing is so easy with Clickfunnels. All you have to do is basically click a button, and you can duplicate a previous page and just change one thing, and you've automatically done a split test. So here is the first page in the series. So this is the opt-in page. So as you can see, very clean, not a lot of stuff to it, and that is very intentional. I want this to be as simple as possible for them to sign up. I just want to tell a little bit about what they're getting, and it should be very clear, the call to action here, show me the tools. So it doesn't actually show the video, but just a quick walkthrough of Clickfunnels. As you can see, everything I mouse over, it's so easy to edit. I just click one button and I can automatically edit or change whatever I want. Or this video here, a little pull down comes over and I can just put in the URL here, so I have a Vimeo subscription. But I could do all kinds of custom tweaks and make the video pop out at a certain time. You can do some really powerful stuff with Clickfunnels, but that's just a little side note. So if I hit preview here, this is what my opt-in page looks like. And I hit show me the tools and a little pop down comes up, name, email address. Now, if you want to really maximize your chances of getting them to sign up, you could just do email address, but I like to customize the emails by saying their first name throughout them. So I like to request their first name as well. And again, that pop-up, oh, and that was another thing you may have noticed. I also set it up to where if you mouse away, like you're gonna hit the back button, this pop-up comes down automatically. Just another little trick to increase your conversion rates. And again, this stuff is really easy. I'll show you that pop-up real fast, how to do that. So down here, you see show pop-up, and that's where you can customize this pop-up. Again, same kind of functionality where pretty much everything is so easy to customize. But they submit the page, and I've automatically set up my Mailchimp account, which I'll show you here in a second. But as far as that delay, that is done. Let's see, where is that done? I think that might be in the general settings. I can't remember. So somewhere you can set it up to where if you mouse away, you hit the back button. But this is the opt-in page. So the idea is that they sign up, obviously. So working down the funnel here, so this is basically the funnel. So the opt-in page, once they sign up, they get taken down this funnel to the thank you page. Now the thank you page doesn't have to be anything really special. So this is mine. I'll just preview it here. So not much. I do encourage them to share this just so I can, get some viral traffic there so they can share it on Facebook, Twitter, and Google. And obviously this isn't going to share the thank you page, it's going to share the opt-in page. So the thank you page is also good to include any conversion tracking that you're doing. So let me hit edit page there. So if you're doing any Facebook marketing or Google advertising, if you go to settings here, tracking codes, this is where you can put those in. So that's a good reason to have a separate thank you page. So now we get on to that they've signed up, they've gotten their thank you. Now they get video number 1. And again, these pages are very simple and clean because really the video is the main focus. So I'll just preview this video. So I created these custom buttons in Canva. I basically just took the blue and then I faded it, created a second image. And as you go through the series, you'll see that these change. But here's the video. And another pretty cool feature that you can do with Clickfunnels, and let me edit this page. If you actually see my edited page, you see I have a call to action link here to check out the tool that I was talking about. But you don't see it here anywhere. And the reason is, if I actually click this button, you can see I have it on a timed delay. So this little button here will fade in after a minute. So after they've seen this page for 1 minute, this tool will pop in, which is pretty cool because, you know, they're not really sold on, see there, you just saw it pop in right there, which is a pretty easy, cool feature with Clickfunnels. So as I was saying, when they're watching the video, they're not going to be sold on whatever you're selling right away. So having a button there is a little bit of a distraction. So I should probably change this to be more than a minute, actually, considering this video is 9 minutes. Actually, I'm going to do that right now if that's okay. Hit save. So I'll change that to 5 minutes. But they're not sold on. So when you finally do start talking about the product, that's when you can introduce the button to where they can click it and go to the page that you're offering. I've done this for all 3 of the videos. So I'll exit here. And video 2 and video 3 are very similar. Just let that load. So here's the next video in the series. You can see I've kind of highlighted that this is video 2 and I link back to video number 1. And again, I have a time delay to where a call to action will appear after a few minutes. And then I have the 3rd button in the series, the 3rd video. And they watch this video. And again, I have a mouse down. So for this one, I have a call to action for them to reach out to me, either via email or text or call my phone number, which I have a Google Voice number that goes to my cell phone. So if someone decides to crazy phone spam me, I can just switch numbers really easily and not have to get a new phone. But that's a side note. So a little call to action for them to reach out to me. So getting to the emails, as I was saying, so Mailchimp is the one I'm currently using. There's a million platforms that do this very thing. But as you can see, as soon as they sign up as soon as they do the opt-in to this little series here, they get this welcome email. And the welcome email, blah, 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 you know, thank you for confirming. The one key thing with the welcome email is, I think, right here. So I request that they tell me, they reply to this email and say, what's the number 1 thing you're hoping to get out of this video series? You want to start a dialogue with your audience when they've made the commitment to sign up for your video series. So it's important that you get some email communication with them. That way they know you're not just some stranger on the internet and that you actually care about their success. So if there's only one thing you do in the welcome email, it's just thanking them And the one thing is try to get them to reply and respond back to you. At least that's my opinion and what I've had the most success with. So that's the welcome email. An hour later, I send them the first video in the series. So basically just kicking it off. And as you can see here, I have one link and one link only, and that goes to the video page that you saw. Now I linked to the same video twice, just so if they're not convinced the first time, they'll get it the second time. But this is the first email that I send out. And then I have it set up to exactly one day later, they get the second video in the series. And again, just a little bit of dialogue here about what the video is about, and then a link to the second video. And then I also just happen to link to the previous video, but that's kind of optional. The main thing you want to do is, the main goal with this email and the previous email is to get them to watch your video, which should be pretty obvious. So a day after that, and this is really easy to set up, by the way. All you have to do is hit add email, change delay, and then, I mean, you can do hours, weeks, days, pretty simple stuff. I'll just go and delete this before I forget. I will say at the time of this video, you do have to have a premium Mailchimp account to get this feature. So Mailchimp is great because you get 2,000 free subscribers before you ever have to pay. But if you want this kind of automation functionality, you have to pay. But their plans, I think, currently start at like $10 a month. So it's pretty reasonable. So the third video that I send the next day, I kept it really short. That's just what I chose to do. It's not necessarily what you have to do, but it's got a link to the third video. What I actually want to start doing is, and I just started this funnel here, but I want to have some more emails, maybe 3-4 more emails after this, after they've already watched the video series, which kind of gives some case studies, some success stories, and just more information about the tools that I've been recommending in these videos. But I haven't gotten around to that, as you can see. But this right here is a really great marketing strategy. Doing a 3 video series, because it's free for them to join. They get lots of really quality information from the videos that you're providing them. And it's just a great entry into your business because, you know, in the perfect world, we could write a sales page and they know nothing about us, but they're so convinced that our product is for them that they go buy. But in reality, we need to establish a bond with them. They need to trust us before they're going to purchase. And one of the ways we can do that is by providing them lots of quality, free information, to where once they see that what we are saying is providing real value to them, then that's when they can decide that, wow, I want to see what their premium information looks like. So a lot of the way I set this one up is each video has a little mini product. Really, the third video is the product that I'm really wanting to pitch them. But this 3-part video series works great if you have a premium course, a $99, $500, $1,000 course. Well, in that case, you would do basically no selling in the first, second video, and you would wait until the third video, or maybe even in the following videos, is when you would start to sell them. Or you would set up a webinar afterward where they could join your webinar. But this 3-part video series is a great selling tool for the reasons that I just mentioned. And with Clickfunnels, it is so easy to set up. I mean, I didn't walk through the full details of everything, but you could see that it's basically just point and click, and it's great because it makes everything automatically mobile friendly, which is really important because half of your audience is probably going to be on mobile. But lots of powerful features that are just a click of a button. You don't need a programmer to do any of this stuff. Time delays, I have no idea how to code that, but fortunately in ClickFunnels, it's just a drop down away. But I hope you found this video series really insightful. It's a great way to promote your products because you're providing value to them up front. The only real challenge is providing traffic to it. So there's a couple ways to do that. You can do paid advertising, Facebook, Google, YouTube, whatever, or you could just send a link to that opt-in page from your blog where you're providing lots of valuable content, driving traffic, and then sending them to this sales funnel. So again, hope you found value in this, and go ahead and get started right now preparing and creating your first 3-part video series.